hostile political rhetoric. He had a great pamphlet attacking Jefferson at the end of his presidency. He was a real wordsmith. He was a bit of an American Cicero, and I think he has a spot in the history of the country because of that. And I think those things all taken together are pretty formidable. But he's also just one of the most fascinating of that generation because he's just such a larger than life character, and he has so many flaws and so many talents. And when you look at it all together, it's like a tragic opera to me. That's what I keep saying, that Hamilton made a musical, but Lee's life would make an opera.
Yeah, something to think about. So if your book gets optioned, definitely let us know. So if the Broadway craze for Founding Fathers keeps going, then you're on the right track. Well, the book is Light Horse Harry Lee, The Rise and Fall of a Revolutionary Hero. And I'm sure there's plenty of more stories that highlight what a complex figure he is. So Ryan, thank you for joining us.
Well, thank you for having me, and I enjoyed the conversation.
All right, well, that is the show for today. Thank you so much for listening. First of all, I'd like to thank the Knowlton's Rangers, and especially our spy masters, Baron Fraser, Carl from Norway, Chris Romaine, Moondoggy from Ohio, and Rick Knowlton, and I'll explain what that means in a second. If you like the show, please leave a rating and review on the podcast listener of your choice, whether it's iTunes, whether it's Stitcher, Google Podcasts, whatever. Also, we have a Facebook page. You can join us there to keep up the discussion on latest episodes. And finally, if you really want to dig in deeper with this show, I encourage you to join the Knowlton's Rangers. The Knowlton's Rangers were an elite reconnaissance and espionage detachment of the Continental Army in the Revolutionary War, but it's also the name of the History Unplugged membership program. Learn how to join by going to patreon.com/unplugged. So here's what you get if you become one of the Knowlton's Rangers. If you join at the level of Scout, you can get early access to new podcast episodes, along with enjoying absolutely every single episode of the History Unplugged podcast ad-free. All 270 and counting episodes. If you join at the level of Intelligence Officer, you can also get access to premium episodes, like a multi-part series on the life of Audie Murphy, the most decorated combat soldier in World War II, or the 10-part series Ottoman Lives, a series that looks at the cast of characters that made up the Ottoman Empire, such as the Sultan, the Eunuch, the Harem Servant Girl, and the Soldier. And finally, if you join at the level of Spy Master, you get all the same stuff as the Scouts and Intelligence Officers, but you also get a shout-out to you and or your business at the end of each episode, a 3-pack of hardcover history books, plus you will be put at the very front of the line for me to answer your question about history, and I can guarantee I will dedicate an episode that's about an hour long or so to your question. Sign up at patreon.com/unplugged. Again, that's patreon.com/unplugged. Anyway, those are the ways you can help out the show. Thank you so much for your support. Thanks for listening to the History Unplugged podcast. Be sure to subscribe to the show to get your daily dose of all things history related, from ancient Greece to the Cold War. We'll see you next time at the History Unplugged podcast.